Good afternoon, toy time. Today we're going to be looking at a Transformers studio series, Transformers 1 movie, Elita-1. So this is a more recent figure than we usually have a look at. Tomorrow we're going to be looking at the Voyager Transformers 1 Alpha Trion. And then, we'll be going on to some more action figures after that. I think we'll do the Spider-Man Actionverse stuff. And this week is shopping week, so we'll see what we can find in store. Anyway, let's have a look at the box. So this is Elita-1, and she appears in the movie. And the figure is pretty darn accurate too. There's all the box, there's the side of the box with more Elita. There's, I think, Cybertron. There's the back of the box, the picture of her from the movie, and the product shots, and the bottom. So let's just rip her out and have a look. So she's a deluxe class. And I've got to say, she's a pretty small deluxe class, but I guess that's just the design of the figure. What are we going to do, you know? But when you've got these three as deluxe classes with wildly different weights. Actually, he may have been a Voyager. I'm not sure. But, yeah, there's a big difference in quality and what is the word I'm looking for? See how these are like chonky figures with lots of plastic and stuff? He's just a short version of a chonky, but then she's really thin. That's what I'm trying to get across. That's what she looks like in her box. I'll rip her out in a sec. Let's have a look at her destructions. So she comes with a couple of accessories, a new version of the gun they use in the movie, and the jetpack that they all use. So you're able to actually use that with, I think, all of the figures, because they have a variety of different slots in their backs. Can't use it for Sentinel Prime. Probably can't use it for Alpha Trion. Can use it for the Megatron. I don't have the Megatron. I think I just missed out on getting him. And I don't want to pay too much. So this was nice and cheap. She's been sitting in the drawer for a while. I think I got a big W. And I think she was about $30-ish. So she's going to end up looking like a Tron light cycle. Which I'm cool with. Alright, let's get her off of her cardboard. Hope everyone's having a good start to the week. Been a bit of a sad one with Screaming Mad George, the special effects guy, and Hayden Panettiere, both passing away. What on earth? I loved the TV show Heroes, particularly the first season, and she was a huge focus of that first season, being that the whole idea was save the cheerleader, save the world. Looks like we can't save the world anymore, can we? Alright, so just getting a leader out and trying to fix all the bits that aren't transformed properly out of the box. Ooh. I'm not impressed yet. This is a very flimsy figure, and she may have very loose ankles. That may be an issue too. Stay, Elita. Thank you. Let's move her back a bit so you can all see. So here's her first accessory. Let's rip the one out of Prime's hand. So this one actually comes with Bumblebee, but when you put both of B's stingers, Badassatron. When you put both of his stingers on his hands, he can't hold it, so I give it to Prime. But that's the first version of the rifle from the movie. And now they've done this version. Can that... Oh! That can move back and forth. I wonder why. Probably so it fits in more of the character's hands. But anyway, so there's the first version of the rifle. And that side. You can see we've either got paint as well as more sculpting. And then we flip it over and they've both got the storagey bit, but this has a post and this has a tab. So that's interesting. So I guess that means, probably said it in the instructions, which I have somehow lost already. Huh. Wonder whether... I'll put them back in the box. We're all good. So, can she store that on her back? It doesn't say anything about it. But I'm betting it can because it's got the same little tab. And she's got those little ports there. And, oh, it's a bit too big. Yeah, no, it can't go on there. What about there? That looks like a post. Slot. No, can't go there either. So what's that port for? I give up. No, I can't. I genuinely can't see anywhere that really screams that port's in. Does it go on the back of Prime? No. B? No. Anyone in the comments want to tell me what that port is for? If you guys have seen this figure already. So we'll rip out of the very cool Transformers tissue paper. I like that they're doing this. It is a waste of paper, but I like it. This is a very solid, well-painted, well-sculpted backpack, and you can see all the variety of tabs it's got. So for Elita, use those two bottom tabs. No. Hang on. Yeah, okay, it just fits on very snugly. So it is those two bottom tabs. Now, one of the reviews I saw, yeah, you got to be careful taking it out so you don't pop those joints off. So she can wear it. We use those tabs for Prime, I think. Yep. Or that's upside down. I think I just did that upside down. Yeah, I think it's actually supposed to go like that. Whoops. Fits on Prime. I'll put it back on Elita the right way in a sec. So those two little tabs now fit on the back of B. Oof, it is a tight fit though. Eep. Little annoying that we've only got one of these to share around with everyone. So yeah, that should, yeah, that tabs in much better that way. Anyway. There she is. We'll give her a gun for a second. Very cool. So, I'm starting to like this figure a lot more. She doesn't feel as flimsy. Her joints are all pretty solid. Those ankles aren't as bad as they first seemed once you get her actually standing up. That was my fault. So, yeah, pretty good. I don't dislike her. So, for comparisons, we've already seen her against Studio Series Prime, Studio Series B, Studio Series... Sentinel Prime, forgot his name for a second. But here she is with a G1 styled Elita. This isn't too old, this figure. Can't remember what series it's from. Our Earthrise Prime. And then we have a Marvel Legends Red Skull. And a Black Series Luke Skywalker. Okay, let's get down to this transformation. I'm already confused. I've watched the transformation done multiple times, so we need to clip that down first and on the other side. You can hear it soft tab in. Then we need to pop all this back, but we also need to pop that off. Now fold all of this out. But we just leave it there for the moment. Then we pop her chest forward and it untabs from these little slots here. Turn her head around. Roll it up. And this is going to lead to the biggest thing I don't like about this figure. So then we fold out these wheels. And they click into spot. And then we just kind of straighten up those wheels there. Now what are we doing? Hang on. I worked out what I was doing wrong. So we need to fold that bit up, and then these tabs here will slot into those spots. And that'll hold all of that together, if I can actually get them into the tab holes. There we go. So we can just leave all of that like that for the moment. Yes. So leave that up and out of the way. Then we need to open up these shins. We fold away the shin guards. Then we fold that up, and we fold the foot all the way up until it's flush like that. Does that go all the way around? Yeah, so that's actually supposed to go all the way around that shin, and they stay out like that. Same with this one. All the way around. Pop in the shin spike, or knee spike. Fold that all up, and then we need to tab all of this together, which is going to be a pain. So tab those bits in, tab the wheel in, and then tab these in. Oh, popped a heel out. I think that is all together. Beautiful. And then we just need to tilt all of that back like that. The next bit, we need to, hang on, I did this a little bit wrong. We need to actually unclip the knees so that we can get, let's move that out of the way. I did this poorly. We need to shift all of that back. Is that enough? Yeah. And then we can bring the feet up. So it needs to be all the way up like that. See how everything's sitting flush and the knees have gone sort of in and under? And everything untabbed, you see all that? Goodness me. It's a bit fidgety, I'm sorry guys. Then, what do we do? Do they spin around? No. I've completely forgotten what I need to do. Hang on. That needs to be under. These come down. Okay. Right. So these bits on the side, that tab needs to go into the air release part of the legs, and the same on the other side. Get those all tabbed in. And that bit's come untabbed, unfortunately. Get all of that on there. And we can bend this down properly. Hang on, I'm sorry. That took ages, but I worked out what I've been doing wrong. I kept trying to fold the legs into that cavity, as you can see. They're actually supposed to fold up this way, which had me completely defeated. So we get back to putting those tabs into the sides of the legs there. And then there is a little hook, if we can see it there. Hook and tab here that will go into each other like that. Oh, I'm hitting the camera. So like that. We can do the same on the other side. A little hook goes into the little tab like that. Oof. Okay, and then we need to pull this part down, and those tabs will go into little slots on the side, and this is what starts to hold the whole thing together properly, and it becomes far less flimsy. So the transformation is a bit flimsy. But the robot mode and the car mode are still really good. So it's all getting really solid here now. So it's not all floppy like it has been the entire transformation. they don't spin terribly well the way I've done this. And the last thing you need to do is there's little ports there and little posts there. And that will, need to bring that up a little bit, all snap down, hopefully. Did it? Oh, it did. And then we have the final, oop, I popped that off, gosh darn. We have the final, when I get there, once I put this thing back, transformation of Transformers 1, Elita-1. And I like it. It is very cool. Ooh, she doesn't roll terribly well, but I think I don't have the back part transformed particularly perfectly either. So I'm sure you'll have a better time than that. The one thing though is a lot of the time her head is going to drag under the bottom, and that is the crappiest way I have ever seen of having her head transformed. That is a massive disappointment, Hasbro. I really think you need to go back to the drawing board for this toy. Robot mode, cool. Car mode, cool. What's the head doing? Anyway, we can put... Can we? Yeah. We can put the backpack on the back by tabbing it into that port. Or do we have to do it the other way? We have to do it the other way. And then it can just kind of sit back there. It might tab in somewhere, I'm not sure. But you can have the backpack on her. And her rifle can, as they all do, just plug into the side here, I think. No? Where does it plug in? Instructions? Where does this go? It goes backwards. Backwards on this side is what it shows me. Oh, it does just clip into those circles. So anyway, there is Elita, finally transformed and gorgeous. I'll put her back down. And I don't want to fidget around with another transformation right now. So here is Elita-1 with all of the other Transformer comparisons we had. Oh, I'm exhausted. I hope everyone's having a good week. I know I already said that, but I still hope so. Please don't forget to like and subscribe. That's 2 little clicks for you, and it means the world to me. I will see you tomorrow with our Studio Series Voyager Transformers 1 Alpha Trion. That was a mouthful. Alright, bye.